Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy, P-Matt. What's up? Alright, so before I go on, I want to let you guys know. I'm so live mess about this and that, and y'all lucky you got this going on right here. Like, y'all lucky this is going on. I don't know how. Anyway, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in for my story time. Where did this come from? Pretty much this came from the fact that people, every time I read the Bible, and I get something funny, the way I translate it, I guess, I just think of things like, I'm just really dramatic in my head. I don't know, I'm really dramatic, as you can see. So usually I tell people the story and they're like, that's funny the way you put it. So I thought, let me share some Bible stories, my way. Dun dun dun. Okay, so pretty much this is how this goes. I read the story, I get kind of like my scene in my head, and then I tell you the storyline. If you're a Bible scholar and you want to debate something, go ahead on your own. Unless it's more correct factual information, definitely. Or if you just want to like discuss and trade ideas or concepts or theories, I'm cool for that too. I just don't want to argue. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, they're my interpretations. Of course, just so you know, my interpretations usually make things kind of like now and today and comedic because I'm a funny guy and I like to laugh, okay? So, for example, today's wonderful story is about this guy named Abram. He's in the Bible. I think I heard that before. Yeah, he's in the Bible. Yes, and then I'm just trying to figure out how to do this stuff. Okay, hold on a second. It's coming. It's coming. There it is. So the title is Abram almost forced to pimp Sarai, his wife? What? Stop playing. Back up. Okay. Again, y'all. I'm funny. He didn't do that. He's not a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear the story, you'll see how my funny, weird brain made this little drama to make myself laugh. I guess. I don't know. Okay? So understand that, okay? Got it? Cool. Alright, let's get in this real quick, okay? So here we go. We come from the book of Genesis, chapter 12. Right? I don't know. You figure it out. Okay. Anyway, so we come from the book of chapter. We're coming from the book of Genesis, chapter 12. Sorry. So this is the problem. This OBS thing my brother showed me, and you're supposed to click the scene you want, and I'm trying to do that while I'm talking to you, and there we go. See? Figured it out. Okay. Genesis chapter 12, I think 10 years from now, or hopefully less than that, I'll look back at my videos and think, dang, I'm really so glad I got it together better than that. But y'all work with me, okay? Cool. Genesis chapter 12. We're going at verse 10, okay? So, a little bit of a backstory, okay? Just to kind of know how we got to where we're going to be at. Alright. So, Moses enters Egypt with his wife, Sarah. Stop! Okay. How we get there? Go back for a second, alright? Alright. Moses' dad's name is R.T.R. I got it right here because names is new to me, okay? Or not new. They're Hebrew, so they're hard. Whatever. Anyway, his dad's R.T.R. His dad had Abraham at 70. Not by his own womb, but obviously by Abraham's mom. But his father was obviously older. And yeah, y'all, people had babies old in the Bible. In case you didn't know, yes. I mean, Sarah was like 90 when she had her first kid, which I won't say the name because that's another story. But Sarah, when she had her kid, she was 90, okay? Around about 90. Okay, and I say this because I'm pretty sure it is, but whatever, okay? And Abraham was like 100, okay? So yeah, they had their kids older. So anyway, Sarai has Abraham. So then Abraham, the scene, everything kind of goes on with Abraham and his brother, okay? Or his nephew. Abraham's nephew, Lot. So it's Abraham, his homeboy nephew, Lot, and his wife, Sarah. So at some point, as they're traveling, God comes up to Abraham, tells him, hey, take your household, go somewhere. When you get there, I'm going to let you know you're there. And that's going to be this big old promise of all this good stuff, okay? Go back and read. Okay, we're summarizing. Cool. All right, so that was stuff. So Abraham took his homeboy Lot. Yo, Lot, nephew, let's go. Went to Sarah, baby girl. Later, let's go. I'm just kidding. Hey, let's go. He packed up his household, all his stuff, his peoples, everything he kind of collected. His house. Because at that time, Abraham was more attached to his dad's house because, he just got married and history and the way the culture was. They're with their dad until they went to their own. So, that's what happened. Abraham's got his people. They're traveling. As they're not fighting, they're traveling. That's David and Goliath. Another story. Don't sidetrack me, okay? Anyway, they're traveling. He comes to a point next to Canaan. Then he makes an altar. Goes. He goes on to Bethel, like east mountain of Bethel. He stops there, makes an altar, pops a tent out and everything. Kind of go back to Canaan. Canaan is where he went. God said, this is where your land's going to be. So he made the little worship area for God. Altar. Jesus. Altar. After he made the altar, then he continued on, the blah, camp, whatever. So then they started getting a famine. Here we go. Now, in the famine, Abram tells Sarah, baby girl, we hungry? We need to eat. I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. So, we need to go. So they was like, all right. So they agreed to go to Egypt. So, Abraham and Sarah go to Egypt. They stop at the Egypt door. Like, hold on. Check this out. Now, if you cool with this, we all good. I would like to say you my sister. Now, I know it sounds crazy. Hold on now. I'm tell you why. Because, them Egyptians, they off with up. You know what I'm saying? I would like to live through this, okay? Like, we want to eat and live. You know what I mean? So, here's the thing. I say you're my sister. They won't be tripping. They let me live, and we good. Cool. Bet. Go. They go in. Of course, Abram said correctly. They look at Abram. They look at his wife, Sarah. Now, I'm assuming Sarah's bam. Because even Abram, that's what he was concerned about. Because if you figure out back in that time, too, they were not from Egypt. So they had no law, no rights in Egypt at all. So they could have just been, cut his head off, whatever. And Abram, knew his wife was, so he was like, this is going to be an issue. Because he's going to be like, please. So he went in, exactly what happened. They looked at her, like, woo, chop, sure it. That's him like, who this? What this do? Oh, that's my brother, Abram, my brother. What's up, bro? What's up, my brother? Like, oh, okay. Oh, yo, what up, man? How you doing, brother? Yo, your sister. Yo, I bet. Yo, take it to Pharaoh. Yo, take her. Yo, take her. We got you, bro. We got you. They took it to Pharaoh. Pharaoh must have been like, woo, cha, because he was so, he started hooking Abraham up with stuff. Abram, I'm saying Abraham, whatever. It's Abram. Anyway, he was like giving him camels and all kinds of stuff. Yo, my man, your sister, bro. Woo, my dude. Yo, give him 4 camels. Give him 6. Give him 6 camels. Man, you don't see, yo. She walk by, give him 7. She walk by, give him 7. You know what I mean? So, at some point, there was a curse kind of like over the Pharaoh's household, right? And his whole family's household, they all got like plagued with something, like says like a skin thing, okay? So, however he figured it out, he associated it with Sarah. Now, not specifically in the Bible, but kind of like looking into theological stuff and all that good stuff, okay? It's not totally uncommon, or culture, excuse me. It's not totally uncommon because usually since the Egyptians had so many kings and so many gods, if something bad happened, what they would do a lot of times is they would kind of figure out who cursed a god, one of the plethora of them, and how to make it right. That's how they felt like whenever they got plagued, stuff like that, it's always blamed, for their bad actions towards a god, okay? So however he figured it out, it came back to Sarah. So he was like, Sarah. He was like, yo. So he was like, go get Abram and bring him over here because me and that dog got beef. So Abram come over and the Pharaoh goes to Abram and said, yo, my man, why you ain't told me she is sister? Yo, why you tell me she your wife? Oh, my sister, that's your wife. Yo, whatever, bro, whatever. Wrap it up. Get out. You, your wife, yeah, your sister, take her, Your stuff, whatever you got, yeah, everything you got, I don't care. Just take it with you. Get out. Get out. He kicked him out. So by the time Abraham left Egypt, that boy had coin bag. What? Now, cool, right? Crazy, right? I know. And the interesting part about this is, a couple things we'll go over real quick, is what theologians argue kind of about is whether or not the Pharaoh actually consummated his marriage with Sarah. Now, some theologians on one side don't want to believe that because it's thing of the covenant, everything all like that. They feel like, oh, God wouldn't allow that to happen. Cool. Other people find it absolutely plausible because that was really the culture of the time. But it's a debatable thing. So it's kind of like wherever you feel you want to go with that. My opinion, you know what? I kind of agree with both sides. Not that I'm trying to ride the fence. But honestly, I don't want to believe Sarah slept with the Pharaoh. Or she had to. Not, she would have, like, now it was like a choice. Sure, come on. Like, of course she had to. I don't want to believe that because my own personal mind of Matthew have been cheated on in the past. So to think Abraham having to continue on after Sarah slept with somebody else, my mind is like, oh, heck no, yo. I don't care if we agreed on that. Give me 50 camels. We're not cool with that. That's my mind. So, of course, I kind of don't. Do I think it's plausible? Yeah, I do think it's kind of plausible. What's plausible to me about it is that later on in the story, we won't go too further, but I ain't gonna, that's another story, okay? But later on in the story of Abraham, this happens again. Almost exactly. Almost exactly. Yes, yo. Crazy life out there, I'm telling you. Almost again. But, not almost again. But it was laid out differently. And to me, the second time this happened tells me a little bit differently. So I believe it is plausible, but either way, it's up to you how you feel about that. But either way, dude went in there with a famine. His wife was hot. And they end up leaving with a big coin. All I'm saying is, God is good. It worked out. It worked out. Not by opinion, nothing I'm saying, nothing how I feel about it. It worked out. But that's how Abram almost was forced to pimp out Sarah. Isn't that crazy? Thank God he comes in the midst of stuff, don't he? Come on now. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this happened again. But that's all the time we have. So, until next time, keep sticking by to what you see on our page, because I'm going to come up and give you more stories. And I'm excited and grateful to you guys anyway. And I thank you guys for